change when it goes across.
I mean, I was just trying because I didn't get a cheese roll.
I've added it back in. One thing I noticed, can you check that all of them have the same audio input?
Yeah.
No, that's weird.
You don't want them on those because you want to go silent.
Which sort of t-shirt?
Upper gas.
G'day. How you doing? You still L5?
I've noticed what's happening is like if you're on the screen and then you change it
Typical
to,
Waikato.
I think you lose the audio then as well, or it like
Do you?
fucks up the audio a little bit.
We've got ages. Do you know where that started?
I think you lose the audio then as well, or it like fucks up the audio.
Would you be able to help me out and go like talk loudly near that other camera?
That tall one.
Yeah. Hello? 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 Hold on, it's at the point where I've asked you to go over, but that I should be able to tell.
What about now? Can you hear me?
Nah, it's fine. Hold on, it's at the point where I've asked you to go over, but that I think it's fine.
Okay, can you tell me how it works?
See, these two, that swaps between the two cameras.
So what is the light the one that's on?
Yeah.
And
So
two is that one?
Two is that one,
one
one's
is that one?
this one here.
Yeah.
Yep. And so most of the time you'll just leave it on main here.
Yeah.
But if you want to show standings, you click here and you click transition and it'll swap them in. And then same if you're swapping to like becoming zoom squat, you click it here and you click
So
transition.
is that what's happening? Or
This-
that's what's happening?
This is what's happening. This is what you want to transition into.
So if I go starting to then transition it'll
Like if you click main now to start the session
Yeah, and then go
click transition
it'll go to that.
to that one, yeah.
And if I go like, can I press that?
Press it, yeah.
It'll
And
go
it
to
gives
it.
you the main view.
Okay.
And then you've also got this.
Which controls that?
How do you zoom?
I need more singing.
So you can like zoom in on the lifter getting ready.
I'm just like,
You don't have to. Because you can also go crowd. Like let's say a crowd's popping off or something. Like after a lifter makes a lift, you turn the camera and change it. Oh, and if you want the microphone to be muted,
light is mute.
no lights muted.
likely event of an emergency, we have 3 emergency exits.
Hello and welcome to the first ever Open Nationals here in Invercargill. My name is Evie Corrigan and I am joined by Briar Lynch. And it's not only a special day because it's the first day of Open Nats, it's also Briar's birthday.
It is, and there's no place I'd rather be than in Invercargill watching powerlifting.
Everybody drop a happy birthday in the chat for Briar. I'll be counting. We have the 63 and 69 kilo women up first, and then our second fight today is the 83 kilo men.
This, of course, is the second session of the competition. We had the lightweight lifters this morning, and we already saw some records broken and some PB totals pushed out.
We have Jess Reed coming out for her opening attempt at 132.5 kilos.
And it's 3 whites, a good lift for Jess. Coming out next will be Paige Johnson.
Bar is loaded.
Paige coming out for 132.5 as her opening squat. Three weights, and it's a good lift for Paige.
That is a good lift for Paige. Up next we have Michelle at 137.5 kilograms, and following on from Michelle we have Lisa, Zara, and Ash. Michelle, Lisa, Zara, Ash.
Next up will be Michelle from YWOP with 137.5 on the bar.
Let's go, Michelle. Come on. Make it move. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Come on.
Well, there appears to be a misload noticed by one of our spotters, so we'll restart the clock. We've got a very experienced spotting and loading team up there on the platform. One of our originals, Angus Mackay.
Come on. Lock it in. Come on. Come on. Easy.
Three whites, and it's a good lift for Michelle. That kind of stuff with the misloads can really put a lifter off for their first attempt, so it's great that she's up there on the board. Next up we will have Lisa coming out for 137.5 on the bar.
Bar is loaded for Lisa.
just waiting on the lights, maybe some technical issues there from the referees. We might have to do thumbs up or cards instead.
Alright, give me a thumbs up or something. I see one white, one thumbs up and one red, so 2.
2-1, it is a good lift. She got a red from the side referee for depth.
140 kilograms, following Zara, Ash, and Dana. Bar is loaded.
Next out will be Zara. Three whites, and it is a good lift for Zara.
As you can see, it's a really tight spread between 69 women today. Lots of openers very close together. Going to make for an interesting battle as we get through the competition.
Of course, on the right side of your screen you can see the forecast. That is assuming the lifters do make their attempts, but obviously things can change and attempts can get missed, technical issues, so it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. Now we have Ash with 145 kilos.
Moving up to the 69 kilo class this year. She was the silver medalist in last year's 63.
Kilograms, follow Dana, Tyra, Catherine, Gillian, Anna.
Our next lifter out is Dana Crosby with 152.5 kilos on the bar. Dana in the 63 kilo class. Well, 2-1 there. She gets a red light on the left-hand side for depth.
Next we have Tyra, also 152 kilograms, following Tyra, Catherine, Gillian, Anna.
Next out will be Tyra with 152.5 on the bar. As Evie said earlier, quite a close spread between openers here, which means these ladies will have to work a little bit harder to open up gaps for placings.
Yeah, the 63s is particularly exciting. We have 4:15 forecasted for first place for Gillian, and then second and third are both sitting on 4:12.5 between Catherine Jennings and Tyra.
Lights please, referees.
It's 2-1, a good lift, so 2 whites from the left-hand side and the centre referee, and then a red on the right side referee.
Up now, athletics, 155 kilograms.
So Kat usually competes in the 57s, but she is 63 today,
Bars loaded.
weighing in relatively light 58.95.
Three whites, it's a good lift for Kat.
Up next, 157.5 kilograms for Gillian, followed by Anna at 160, and then Jessica at 140.
Our next lifter out is Gillian with 157.5 kilos on the bar. Got a bit of a delay with the lights again.
Lights, please, referees.
And it's 3 whites, Gillian's on the board. Next out will be Anna with 160 kilos.
Our heaviest opener of the flight.
Anna, 160, bars loaded for Anna.
Anna was a bronze medalist in 63s last year. Also moving up this year to the 69 class. It's from Anna and Sydney. Anna Jackson. Yeah.
Sorry, a bit distracted. I got delivered a birthday gift to the desk. Thank you, Anna and Sue from WCPA. Anyway, that was a good lift. All of our ladies are on the board.
Yeah, very tidy round of opening attempts there. Moving into our second round now.
Bars loaded.
She held her cool there and pushed through that sticking point. It's a good lift. 140 kilos now for Paige.
Bars loaded.
Anyway, I have 5 friends to share all the chocolate.
squat there and 3 white lights.
Up next, at 142.5 kilograms, we have Michelle. Following Michelle, we will have Sarah and Lisa. Then
Next out will be Michelle with a 5 kilo jump up to 142.5 kilos.
bar is loaded.
Let's go, Michelle. Just like the last one. Let's go. Come on. You got this. Come on.
A little bit of a grind there for Michelle, but she gets 3 white lights.
Yeah, I'd probably only be taking a 2.5 kilo jump on that. But then again, you know, it could have been a bit misgrooved, just some small mistakes she made that she can correct for the next one and take a bigger jump potentially.
Bar is loaded.
And it's a good lift there. These ladies have a really high standard of lifting so far this afternoon.
So Zara is actually a junior, but she's choosing to compete here at Open Nats as well. She meets the qualifying total, so she's welcome to join. And she's actually ranked 3rd, so why not?
Absolutely, she's definitely holding her own and making these open ladies work to hold their position as well. This is Lisa for her 2nd attempt.
Unfortunately, just 2 reds on the sides there for depth, so that is a no lift.
We have Ash, 152.5 kilograms. Ash currently 2nd on nomination on prognosis in the 16 kilo class.
Next out will be Ash for her 2nd attempt with 152.5.
This is Ash's 2nd nationals. She has been competing since 2019.
Three whites, and it's a good lift there for Ash.
It's actually her fifth nationals. My bad. She has 2 names in open powerlifting. Next up we have Dana, who's actually cut down from the 69 kilo class to compete in the 63s this year. She was last year's bronze medalist in the 69.
Come on, Dana.
A little bit of work, but I think there's still some room there. What do you reckon, Brian?
Yeah, absolutely. It might just be a slightly smaller jump, but there is nothing wrong with that. Ooh, unfortunately 2 to 1 there, no lift on depth. Because there is a discrepancy in the reffing, so there was a red light, the coach is able to ask the jury to have a look and see if they want to overturn it. Our jury has been pretty happy with the ref's calls so far this competition, which is nice because it means we've got a high standard of reffing.
Yeah, the coach did just approach the jury, but they said, nope, we agree with the referees. So that will remain a no lift for Dana, and she can come out and give it another shot on her third. White lights there for Tyra. This is her first year in the Open and her first national championships as well.
Tyra did, of course, go to Junior Worlds last year, so now she's just bringing herself into the Open category. And now is Kat coming out with a bit of fire in her belly, really wanting this lift. Two to 1 there, one from the side ref for depth.
Kat most recently competing at the Asia Pacific African Championships in Japan. That was in July. She placed third in that comp.
Bar is loaded.
Three white lights for Jillian.
Closing out the second set squats is Anna, 167.5.
Our next lifter will be the last of the second round of squats. It'll be Anna, and then we'll be on to the thirds before we move on to the men's squats. Anna is nominated first in the women's 69 kilo class.
nice looking second attempt.
Yeah, she's definitely got some gas in her tank for her third, which we are moving on to now.
Michelle, Lisa at the beginning of the third squat. Jessica, 142.5 kilograms.
This is only her third competition, apparently, unless she has another name also in Open IPF.
Opening our third round will be Jess with 142.5, a 2.5 kilo jump up from her second.
Hi, Jess. Come on.
Oh, and it is a bit of work there, but she stands up with it. What do the refs think?
3 white lights. Good lift for Jess in the PB as well.
145 for Michelle. Bar is loaded.
Bar loaded now for Michelle for her third lift.
Last 60. Come on, let's go.
145, another 2.5 kilo jump up. It's nice to see these ladies making use of the smallest jump available to them just to collect those kilos where they can. And I don't think she had another kilo left in her, so 2.5 was a good jump, 3 whites. All 3 squats on the board for Michelle.
Up next with the same weight, 145.
Equaling her comp best from earlier in the year.
Zara, Dana. Lisa, Paige, Zara,
This is also her first nationals.
So next out will be Lisa, retaking her second attempt of 145, which I believe she missed on depth. So she'll be looking to sink that just a little bit deeper.
Bar is loaded.
It's also the first nationals for Lisa.
Let's go, Lisa.
Hailing from Portland.
Go, lock it. Come on.
She locks it out. Was the depth better?
The 3 whites, and it's a good lift.
Up next,
And a comp PB for Lisa.
full Paige, full Paige, Zara, Dana, Ash. The bar is loaded.
Seven and a half kilo jump for Paige. This will be in a 2.5 kilo PB should she be successful. Also her first nationals. Three white lights and a new PB for Paige.
150 kilograms, full Zara. Zara, Dana, Ash, Tyra. Zara, 150 kilograms.
Next out will be Zara with 150 on the bar, a 5 kilo jump up from her second attempt.
Oh no, just got stuck in the bottom there a bit. We heard her go, oop! Sort of got pinned by the weight, lost her tightness, and no way she was getting back up.
No, and you've got to respect her knowing that and not trying to push through it. So a good catch there by our spotters and loaders, who of course are lifting every single kilo that go on the platform. They've done some amazing saves already. So those are the gentlemen that you see in the nice orange Forge SBD t-shirts, and they will be continuing to help our lifters for the rest of the competition.
Dana now coming out to reattempt her second at 160 kilos. Strength was there, just needs to sink it a little bit deeper. And a good lift for Dana. Comes back to successfully execute that one. It's pretty nerve-wracking to miss an attempt and then to go out and retake it, so props to her for keeping her cool and sinking that one deep enough to get it past the ref.
Out now is Ash with a 7.5 kilo jump up from her second attempt.
White lights for 7.5 kilo PB for Ash. That was impressive.
Yeah, and I think that attempt selection was spot on as well. Bit of work, but nothing that was going to drain her too empty for bench and deadlifts. Same.
Let's go, Tamara. Let's go. Come on.
Tyra now.
Come on.
Coming out for a 2.5 kilo jump up. Every kilo counts. She's only 2.5 kilos behind Kat on prognosis.
Take that.
Well, unfortunately, not quite today. The 2.5 was very much her top end there. Unfortunate, but as is the game of powerlifting, and she can come back and collect more kilos on her bench and deadlift. Next out will be Kat with a 5 kilo jump up from her second. bar is indeed loaded, but oh, there she is. I was going to say no sign of Cat, but now we have seen and heard her.
And it's a good lift, and that's a massive PB for Kat. She's got it 150 at Asia Pacific in July, and 167.5 today.
Of course, if there's discrepancy either way for a lift, the jury can look at it, and if they have a three-man jury, which they do this afternoon, they can overturn it. They have discussed it, but it seems to stand. Possibly. I can't see. I'm going to refrain from commenting. It seems that Kat's third lift was overturned there just for depth. So the jury has let the speaker know, the jury has let the table know. I'm finding out third party. We'll see how it looks on the score sheet. I did worry a little bit about her depth, if I'm honest.
Unfortunately, just a little bit too heavy there today for Anna. Sometimes that's a risk with a 5 kilo jump, you know. Could have taken 2.5, and that might have been 170 might have been there, but sometimes you got to risk it for the biscuit. Just confirming that Kat Jennings' third attempt was overturned, so she finishes with 162.5. Final lift of this flight, we have Jillian with 172.5.
Go, Jillian.
Smiles as she's coming up, she knows she's got it. 3 white lights, and that is a 10 kilo PB for Jillian. Currently sitting in first place in our 63 kilo open.
A 10 kilo PB at Nationals is very impressive, and I think it was spot on attempt selection there as well.
Moving now into our 83 kilo open men. Notable omission here, Tim Monagatti, who is pulled out of competing due to injury.
He is, of course, also busy running the new SBD New Zealand stand, which is very present here in Invercargill. So if you're looking to buy some SBD gear, get yourselves down to Ascot Park. It looks like a very smooth opener there.
Up next, Chris, 192.5 kilograms, following Chris, Shannon, Kane, Samuel, and Pablo.
Our next lifter out will be Chris with 192.5 on the bar. that looked like a very speedy, smooth opener.
3 white lights, that is a good lift for Chris. Shannon, Samuel, up now, Shannon, 215 kilograms. Bars loaded.
Next up will be Shannon with 215 kilos. You'll notice our lifters are lifting in a Rogue combo rack as opposed to an Eleiko combo rack. And I think a few of our lifters today have struggled with the width of the rack. It does seem to be affecting their walkout a little bit. And their unracking of bench.
That's a good squat. Up next, Kane McKenzie,
But I've heard
215
a lot of people
kilograms.
are in
Kane,
favour of the
Samuel, and
bench.
Abwa.
It is
We'll go back to the
a
top.
thicker bench pad.
Bars loaded.
Yeah, it does look quite comfortable, and also the rack's quite solid. It doesn't seem to be tipping forward as much with really aggressive squatters. Keeping in mind that we have only had lighter weight lifters so far, so maybe when we're squatting 300 kilo plus and throwing 150 kilos at it, it may be up to the test.
I mean, sometimes the lighter weight lifters are the most aggressive.
That's true.
Small person energy.
This is Kane now with 215. Our 83 kilo men are getting a little bit confused with the direction of the platform. They are meant to come on the right side and leave on the left. It does seem to be confusing some of them. We've tried to entice them over to the left-hand side with the lights. However, the lights are a bit slow. Next out, we're going to have Samuel with 240 kilos on the bar.
Bars loaded.
Go, Sam.
We also have brand new Rogue calibrated plates that were fresh out of the box yesterday. They've had a little bit of wear and tear today, but I think they still look really neat up there on the platform. Three whites, and it is a good lift. Next out will be quite a familiar face if you've been around New Zealand powerlifting for any length of time. Kavwa, he is opening on 245 kilos.
So Kavwa was our silver medalist from last year's nationals in the 83 kilo
Bars
class.
loaded.
And that moved very quickly, as an opener should.
Kavwa competed at Worlds this year in Germany, but in the 74 kilo class. Placed sixth. Very impressive for the 74 kilo class because it is stacked.
Bars loaded.
We're starting the second round of squats now with Ryan and 200 kilos on the bar.
second there.
Three white lights, that is a good lift to
Plenty
right.
of room in the tank for his third.
5 kilograms following Chris, Shannon, Kane, Samuel.
Chris will be coming out next with 205, handled of course by Akima, who just lifted at Junior Worlds a couple of weeks ago.
Bar is loaded.
Good looking second there for Chris. 220 kilos now for Shannon.
220 for Shannon.
Sitting pretty comfortably in fourth place.
Bar is loaded.
I think that the only real battle we'll probably see in this class is between second and third, Kane McKenzie and Samuel Henderson.
And 3 whites, a good lift there.
Up next, 225 kilograms, 4 plates for Kane, 250 for Samuel, and 260 for Pablo. Bar is loaded.
We now have Kane with 225 kilos on the bar.
Two to one there. One red on the side for Death. The jury are having another look at it.
Kilograms following Samuel, Pablo at 260, and back to the top with Ryan at 207.5. Up now, Samuel Henderson, 250 kilograms. Bar is loaded.
Now we have Samuel with 250 kilos on the bar.
This would already be a PB on his performance at Asia Pacific Championships in Japan in July, when he's got a 247.5. And he is also a junior still. Unfortunately, 2 to 1 there, 2 reds on the sides for Deck. His coach will have a go at contesting that with the jury, but he also has another chance to retake it as third.
The jury is letting that stand as a no lift, so he will have to come back and get it. But I saw the side referee indicate that it was just a little bit high, so it shouldn't be too much work to sink it a little bit lower. We now have Carvel with 260 kilos on the bar, for the biggest squat we've seen so far this competition. Of course, if we are squatting over 200 kilos, we want all 5 spotters and loaders there, because big squats are a team sport.
lights from the referee.
Back to the top for the third and final squat for today. Ryan at 47.5. Following Ryan, Chris, Shannon,
Calf weight is 10 years in the sport now.
Kane.
Very impressive. Still getting stronger. Now we are moving into our third round of attempts for this flight, the 83 kilo men. And we have Ryan coming out for 207.5.
Oh, a bit of work there, but he stands up with it. What do the refs think? 3 whites and it's good lift. He's got 3 squats on the board.
Squat for Ryan. Ryan through for 3. A great start to the day. Up next, Chris, 212.5 kilograms. Following Chris, Shannon, and Kane. Right now, Chris, 212.5 kilograms. Bar is loaded for Chris.
We now have Chris with 212.5.
I'd say that was bang on attempt selection.
Great squat for Chris.
Yeah, absolutely. 3 white lights, but a bit of effort to get them. That's a perfect third.
2.5 kilograms following Shannon, Kane, and Samuel. Bar is loaded.
We now have Shannon with 222.5 kilos, 2.5 up from his second. And unfortunately, 2.5 kilos too much today.
Up next, 232.5 kilograms for Kane, following Kane, Samuel. Kane and Samuel neck and neck for silver in this class. And it's going to be a really exciting battle to see unfold throughout the afternoon. Bar is loaded.
Kane McKenzie now coming out for his third attempt. He actually has a very long history in NZPF. Started lifting in 2013 at 18 years old, but this is his first national since 2016. He's also represented New Zealand at Belarus Worlds in 2017.
And that looks like a pretty good third attempt to me. What do the refs think? We are just waiting on lights, and it's 3 whites. Spot on there.
He puts a little bit more space between himself and Samuel Henderson.
Following this, we will have a 10-minute break and then be back for the bench press.
I believe we're on to our last lift now of this flight with squats, and then we'll be having a 10-minute break and then bench press. Kavwa is not coming out for his third attempt. He has not submitted one and it's not ticked over, so we're going to assume that Sam here is our last lifter for these squats.
hoping it was just a little bit deeper than the last one, and it was. 3 white lights, a good lift for Sam, and a 2.5 kilo PB.
So that is the end of our squats now. So we're going to have a 10-minute break, and then we are going to return for bench press.
For the bench press.
Apologies, there seems to have been a technical error. Carver is indeed coming out for his third attempt with 275 kilos. I'm not sure 100% what happened there. And if you're still with us, thank you for staying with us. If not, enjoy your break. But Carver will be coming out for 275. Carver unracking his third attempt now. Again, this is a team sport with all 5 spotters and loaders on hand there. It moved well, but what do the refs think? Unfortunately, 3 reds for depth. I was a little bit concerned there. And now we will be moving on to the 10-minute break before bench press. See you then. Hello and welcome back to the bench press session of this afternoon at the New Zealand Open Powerlifting Champs. We have the 63 and the 69 kilo women, as well as I believe it's the 83 kilo men. Our first flight will of course be the women. You've got their squat session up there on the board for you, including this morning's session. Our first lifter out is going to be Lisa with 65 kilos on the bar. We're just getting it set up. Of course, as I mentioned earlier, we are lifting with a Rogue combo rack as opposed to an Eleiko. I think the spotters and loaders are perhaps used to an Eleiko, and it's also a lot lighter to maneuver. I know this morning we had trouble getting the bench in and out, but here comes Lisa now for her opener with 65 kilos.
Can I just say that I remember when benching 65 kilos was like an exceptional thing.
I mean, I think it is
And
an
now
exceptional
all of
thing.
these women are insanely strong.
They are indeed.
It's a good lift for Lisa. We used to call them the big girl plates.
I still call them big girl plates, just not on the live stream in case people don't understand what I'm saying.
I have no shame.
I don't want any shame either. You'll get what you're given with the commentary today.
Bar is loaded.
The bar is loaded now for Jess with 70 kilos. The lifters, of course, given the option whether they want a handout or not. That's a very speedy opener from Jess. Next out will be Michelle with 70 kilos on the bar.
Bar is loaded.
Let's go, Michelle.
Three whites. It's a good lift there for Michelle. She looks a little bit confused. Next out will be Paige with 70 kilos on the bar.
Bar is loaded.
That looks like a pretty smooth opener there for Paige. We'll see what the refs say. It's three whites. It is a good lift. Next out will be Zara with 75 kilos on the bar.
Bar is loaded.
solid looking opener there.
Blue white lights for Zara. Up next, Ash, 82.5
Next out we'll have
kilograms.
Ash with 82.5.
Place in the 69 kilograms full class total. Following Ash, we'll have Zara and Catherine, both at 87.5. Bars loaded.
I feel like the live stream does capture everyone's best features. I'm sure everyone is actually really pleased to be here, but it's just not visible for some people.
It is easy to forget that there are cameras everywhere.
Yes, it is. Especially when you're in the middle of coaching and lifting.
Beautiful opener there for Ash.
Blue white lights for Ash. Up next, Dana, 87.5 kilograms. Following Dana at 87.5 kilograms and Julian, 90 kilograms.
Next up we'll have Dana with 87.5 kilos on the bar.
Bar is loaded.
Let's go, Dana.
You can see the projected totals on the right hand side of your screen there. Dana's currently projected as 4th in the 63 kilo class.
Blue white lights, that is a good one. Next up, 87.5 kilograms for Ash. Following that, 19 kilos for Julian and Tyra. 87.5 kilograms for Kat. Kat currently second on 4 class place at 420 kilograms total.
Next out will be Kat Jennings
And that class is extremely tight.
with 87.5 kilos.
Bar is loaded.
Just a bit of a mix up with the rack height there.
It looks pretty quick there for Kat. We'll see what the refs say. Eventually, there we go, 3 white lights, it's a good lift.
Loaded bench. Up next, Julian, 90 kilograms, followed by Tyra and Anna, and then back to the top with Lisa. Julian, Tyra, Anna, Lisa.
So the national record in this class is 95 kilos, held by Amy Lee Owen from
Bars
Worlds
loaded.
in Sun City in 2022. It's a pretty long-standing record. But with Gillian opening on 90 today, I think she is pacing really well to have a crack at that record.
Three whites, it's a good lift there for Gillian.
Up next, the weight stays the same for Tyra, 90 kilograms, followed
The weight is going to be staying the same for Tyra's bench attempt.
Tyra may also be taking a swing for the record.
Bar is loaded.
Let's go. Come on.
Tyra has been asked to replace the bar. I believe her heels were up.
So plenty of time still. 30 seconds.
Just for those who are unfamiliar with the rules of powerlifting, bench press is very technical. Have to have feet flat on the floor, bum on the bench, head on the bench. Elbows need to be below the shoulders. It's a lot of stuff to look at. It's a lot of stuff to try and perfect as a lifter as well.
First in the 69
She has corrected, and that is a good lift for
Still plenty
Tyra.
of lifting to go. Bar is loaded.
Now we have Anna with 92.5 kilos on the bar.
Once again, our heaviest opener of the flight. She was the heaviest squat opener as well. And a good lift for Anna.
Next we go back to the top of the line for Lisa. Lisa did her second attempt at 67.5. Following Lisa, we will have a guest 72.5 and Michelle 72.5.
Back now to the start of the flight for these ladies' second bench attempts. Lisa will be taking 67.5 kilos.
While they are loading the bar, I want to say thank you to Aotearoa Gaming Trust, who gave quite a lot of money to make this event happen. Thanks, guys. Bar's loaded.
Yeah, I think that 2.5 kilo jump was a sensible decision there for her. Second, she gets 3 white lights.
3 white lights, it is a good lift. Up next, 72.5 kilograms, followed Jessica, followed by Michelle, Paige, and Zara. Next, 72.5 kilograms.
Next up we'll have Jessica with 72.5.
Another 2.5 kilo jump. When it comes to the bench press for particularly lighter weight women, 2.5 is usually the right jump to make. It's quite a big ask to jump more than that, given the percentage of the weight. It could be more than 5% that they're jumping. Beautiful second attempt there, though.
3 white lights, that is a good lift. Up next, Michelle, 72.5 kilograms. Bar is loaded.
Let's go. Come on.
72.5 kilos for Michelle.
go check with Zach though, just to make sure, because he knows stuff. Got Paige now with 75 kilos. A little bit of work there for her second attempt, but 3 white lights. It's a good lift for Paige. Next up we'll have Zara with 77.5 kilos.
Zara, 77.5 kilograms. Prognosis, third in the 69 kilo class. Bar is loaded.
Come on, Zara.
Beautiful second attempt from Zara there. Just one red on the side there, a yellow.
Up next,
Could be a number of things. Potentially a foot lifting off the floor, a bum lifting off the bench,
85 kilograms. The bar is loaded.
any kind of change in elected lifting position. Can't tell, but the jury don't look like they're about to overturn it, so that lift stands as a good lift for Zara. Now we have 85 kilos for Ash. Beautifully executed. 3 white lights for Ash.
3 white lights. That is a good lift for Ash. Up next, Dana, 90 kilograms. Following Dana, 92.5.
Ash is also the president of the Wellington and Central Powerlifting Association.
$90 kilograms for Dana. Bar is loaded.
90 kilos now for Dana.
Looks like a pretty tidy second attempt there. 3 white lights, she gets it.
92.5 kilograms. Following that will be Tyra, Jillian, and Hannah.
That's a fabulous bench ROM.
5 kilograms for Kat. Second on prognosis in the 63 kilo class.
We have Kat coming out for 92.5 now. A 5 kilo jump.
Bar is loaded. Three white lights. That is a good lift.
3 white lights and a good lift for Kat.
Up next, Tyra, 95 kilograms.
Now we have Tyra coming out for 95 kilograms. So this would equal the 63 kilo bench record, but because it doesn't exceed it, she wouldn't actually take that record. She may be unaware that that record exists.
We'll see if she gets the start command a little bit quicker, because I think her heels were up in her first attempt. She did come back and get it after replacing the bar, but more time is always better, I think. Well, she definitely got the start command quicker there. Little bit of work, but 3 white lights. It's a good lift for Tyra.
Now we have Gillian coming out for 95.5, so she is taking a chip on that national record. Which has stood since 2022, June 2022, at Open Worlds in Sun City, held by Amy Lee Owen. Solid work there. 3 white lights and a new record for Gillian. It also really pays to have a chip on your total, so that's a 0.5 on your total, because it means that when it comes to the totals and the rankings at the end, your competitors have to lift 2.5 kilos more just to beat that 0.5 that you have, because the minimum jump is 2.5 kilos unless you have a record. Anna coming out for 97.5 now for her second attempt.
And I think she made that look like quite light work. I'll be interested to see what she puts in there for her third attempt.
I hope it's 100 or more than 100. Just for your information, the bench press national record in the 69 kilo class is held by Akima. She has it at 120 from junior nationals this year, but I believe she would have exceeded that at junior worlds. I think she benched 125, so bit of a way to go for that 69 kilo bench record.
It's 3 white lights, a good lift there. She's got 3 benches on the board.
Flight D, you have about 6 lifters to change your open attempts. Flight D, 6 lifters to change your open attempts. Up next, Jen, 75 kilograms, followed by Michelle. Bars loaded.
And a good lift there for Jess's third. Next out will be Michelle with 75 kilos on the bar. Oh, and a big grind there for Michelle's third, and she manages to lock it out. I wonder what the refs are going to think. Oh, it's 2-1. She gets it. She does look a little bit sore though, so I'm hoping she hasn't put herself out for her deadlifts. Oh, now it's 3 whites. Was the red an accident, mayhaps? Oh, and a bit of work there, but unfortunately just a few too many kilos. I think, as you were saying earlier, with particularly with the lightweight women, smaller jumps are the go-to because they tend to reach their ceiling a little bit quicker because percentage of body weight, percentage of weight being lifted. We do see the brakes come on quite quickly in bench press. Next out we will have Paige with 80 kilos. Well, unfortunately not quite today for Paige. I did have hope in the middle there, but a few too many kilos. Next out will be Ash with 87.5 kilos on the bar, taking a 2.5 kilo jump up from her second attempt. Well, unfortunately not quite today. These ladies are really hitting their top end with bench press. Next out will be Dana with 92.5 kilos on the bar. Oh, not quite today for Dana, unfortunately. That is what third attempts are for, though.
No kilos lost.
Next out will be Kat with 95 kilos, a 2.5 kilo jump up from her second attempt. Oh, unfortunately not quite today for Kat either. But as you said, no kilos lost. It was 2.5 kilos and it was 2.5 too many. Next up will be Gillian with 98 kilos, another record attempt looking to push the one she set earlier. We're just having a swap round of centre referees because our centre referee, Claire, is currently sitting her national refs exam, which means she cannot currently ref national records. And that made the record look light. 3 white lights for Gillian and a further national record for her. Now we have Anna with 100 kilos loaded on the bar. We have reached the big girl number. Benching 100 kilos is massive for anyone, let alone lightweight women. This is coming from someone who has never benched 100 kilos. You have benched over 100 kilos as a lightweight woman.
I have.
That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
What does it feel like?
Heavy. That's some big dog stuff. We love to see it. Also, open powerlifting shows that Anna's best bench in competition was 86 kilos. So, if that is the case, she just benched a 14 kilo PB, which is absurd.
That is crazy. A 14 kilo PB is no laughing matter in total, let alone just bench press.
Tyra taking a crack at 100 kilos, which would take the record off of Gillian, the 63 kilo bench record that she just set at 98.
Tyra, of course, being coached by her competitor, Michelle. Oh, unfortunately not quite there for Tyra today. We're moving straight into the men's 83 kilo category. We'll probably see like a few bench presses over 100 kilos in this class. But you never know.
Not quite as special as when the women bench 100 kilos.
No.
Just saying. Just saying.
We might be a little bit biased.
Don't send me hate in the chat.
Don't send anyone hate in the chat. Chris is coming out now with 112.5 kilos. And a nice easy opener there for Chris. Next up will be Ryan with 125 kilos, which I feel like is a pretty big milestone in powerlifting because it is 2 red plates and the collars.
I would also like to bench 125.
One thing at a time. And look how nice the 125 looks with the brand new Rogue plates. Ryan did clip the rack on the way up, but unless it aids his lift, that is not actually a cause for fault. So, unfortunately, the referees did see a fault there. I'm not 100% sure.
I think that there was some downward movement, perhaps even before he clipped the rack.
Okay, that would make more sense.
So the bar has to move in one smooth direction, basically. It can't go up, come down, then go up again. Hence the name downward movement. It needs to just go straight up or straight down in the descent, that is. Shannon now with a 130 opener.
With the clipping the rack, I've seen it a few times today. Just, I think with the width and size of the Rogue rack, some lifters aren't used to it.
Yeah, the J hooks are also a bit bigger. They come out a bit further than perhaps most lifters are used to, so you actually need to unrack the bar further out.
Ryan's lift from before with the rack clip has been overturned to a good lift. The jury did discuss it and they believed that it didn't aid his lift, and perhaps the double movement was more a stop than anything. It's hard to tell. My lip reading skills are not up to scratch. But it has been overturned. Now we have Kane with 155 kilos.
That's a hefty opening bench.
It is indeed hefty. It is a hefty good bench, 3 white lights. We will now have Samuel with 160 kilos. Samuel will be followed by Carver, and then we will be back to the start of the round, I believe.
160 kilograms. Bar is loaded.
Go, Sam.
It's a good lift for Sam's opener, 160 kilos. We're now putting 172.5 kilos on the bar for Kawa.
So this was his comp best, or his best attempt from his previous competition, I should say, at Worlds in Germany in June, but he was a 74 at that comp, so he's got a little bit more weight behind him in this one. Lifting is an 83, and that certainly does help for bench in particular.
And it's a good opener for Carver. All of our men are on the board there with their openers. Chris will be taking 117.5 kilos for his second attempt.
Just in case you were wondering, the bench press record in the 83 open class is 216 kilos. That is held by Brett Gibbs from 2019 Commonwealths in Newfoundland.
That is a throwback and a half, that name and the year and the location.
Raise your hand if you remember Brett Gibbs.
Everyone else does.
You should.
All these young lifters, though, they won't know who he is. Smooth second attempt there for Chris. He did get a yellow from the side referee. Yellow covers all manner of sins on bench though, so I think the side referee is indicating a little bit of glute lift, which is hard to see from the angle that we're at and the angle that the live stream is at, so you guys are just going to have to trust that the side referee knows what he's talking about. The jury does have a replay angle which allows them to see it though. Now we have Ryan with 132.5 kilos on the bar.
Let's hope that he gets a bit more clearance from the rack this time and doesn't have any issues clipping it.
I was thinking earlier this morning when I was reffing, because that's what I was thinking about when I was reffing, that people need to shuffle slightly further down the rogue bench than they would with the Alico.
Yeah, they do. They kind of have to account for those J-hooks sticking out a bit further than usual.
I think Ryan made note of that and he's significantly further down than he... Ooh. Unfortunately, I think that might have thrown him off with his setup, which meant it was a no lift, but he can come back and get that now that he's felt how to set it up properly. I think he was erring on the side of caution there with how far out from the uprights he was.
Unfortunately, a no lift there for Shannon. It looked to be just too heavy, but he might have missed something in his setup, just didn't quite get tight enough, so hopefully he can correct that and get it on his third. Kane coming out now for 162.5 kilos for his second attempt.
Still a lot of lifting to go.
This is his current comp PB from regionals this year in Wellington. little bit of work, but he presses it out. And 3 white lights for that. Next we have Samuel Henderson coming out for 165. This is also his current comp PB from the Asia Pacific African Championships in July.
Go, Sam. Let's go.
Smooth looking second there from Sam. Sam and Kane are pretty close on prognosis. 12.5 kilos difference between them at the moment. Actually, sorry, it should be 10 kilo difference between them at the moment. They're pretty evenly matched on the bench. Sam slightly heavier in the squat and Kane with a bigger opening deadlift, so that will be one to watch.
Drama in the 83s.
Again, some notable omissions. No Tim Monagatti this year and no Matt Trainer either.
Is Matt competing in a different weight class this year? Or is he not
That's a great
competing?
question.
That I wish I knew the answer to. If you're in the chat and you know the answer to it, chuck us the answer. Three whites, it's a good lift for Carver's second.
Pretty smooth for a 10 kilo jump, to be honest.
Up next we have Chris, 122.5, following Chris, Ryan and Shannon, 132 and 137 respectively.
And that might be the heaviest bench he's ever done in competition. So, a PB for Carver. With 1 lift to go.
Bar is loaded.
Unfortunately, just a little bit too heavy today for Chris. We have confirmed that Matt Trainer is indeed moving up to the 93, so that is why he is absent from this class. Unfortunately, just too heavy today for Ryan. That 7.5 kilo jump, just a little bit too much. Cost him some kilos there. 5 might have been the one, but unlucky for him. Shannon also reattempting his second, 137.5. Unfortunately, just a bit too heavy today for Shannon. We have 165 now for Kane. Just a 2.5 kilo jump, just trying to bank some extra kilos there to extend his lead in front of Sam for the battle of second place in the 83s. Woo! And that was the perfect number. 3 white lights. He fought for that extra 2.5 kilos. Samuel now coming out for 167.5, also a 2.5 kilo jump, matching Kane. Unfortunately, just a smidge too heavy, so he misses out on the extra 2.5.
This is our last bench of the session, and we've only got one third attempt on the board. With the men.
Yeah, Kane McKenzie showing his experience lifting since like 2013, making that right call on the last attempt.
I mean, Kavwa's been lifting for a long time as well, so I wonder if his experience will help him out here.
Well, he is known for pushing the boat out. We love him for it.
We'll see if this boat is pushed out.
Keeps it interesting.
And
3 white lights. A good lift, a huge PB for Kavwa. And that was awesome.
it was something, yeah.
Maybe his experience is showing.
It's paying off. We do have a 10-minute break now before deadlifts, so now's your time to make a cup of tea. If that is your choice, you can also make a margarita. I give you permission, it's my birthday. I can't have a margarita, I'm working.
Not yet.
Welcome back to our deadlifts. We're starting with our 63 and 69 kilo women. Our first lifter here is Paige Johnson with 142.5 kilos on the bar.
Smooth opening attempt there for Paige.
Dana, 150 kilograms. Following Dana, we will have Jess and Lisa and Anna. All at sorry, not Anna 167.
Dana will be coming out now for 150 kilos.
Doris, can you update the clock to 1 minute, please? Bar is loaded. Dana, 150 kilograms.
Does she have potatoes on her socks? I don't know what those are.
Are they poos?
They might be poos, they might be potatoes. They're poos. Wearing hats? That's fun. We need to.
Same weight on the bar for Jess's opening attempt now, 150. A good lift for Jess, moving very speedily along now, 150 for Lisa as well.
Three weight lights there. Next out we will have Anna with 167.5. Very speedy opener there for Anna. Three white lights. We'll have Gillian now with 167.5 kilos on the bar.
These are some very speedy openers.
They are. Plenty of room to grow for these ladies. Now we have Tyra with 170 kilos on the bar. Kat is coming out now for 172.5 kilos. Three whites. It is a good lift there for Kat. Next out we'll have Zara with 175 kilos. 175, another one of those milestones because it is 3 red plates. Another speedy opener there. 3 white lights. Here's Ash with 175. Easy peasy.
I like the way that she marches off the platform, like, job done, I'm out.
I'm out until the second round of deadlifts.
Our heaviest opener of this flight, 177.5 for Michelle.
Bit of work there, but she makes it move. 3 white lights. All of our ladies are now on the board with their deadlifts, so everyone has a total. Everyone can go home now.
As I always say, everything else is just a cherry on top now.
Let there be lots of cherries.
My number one comp goal is don't bomb.
I feel like that's a really good goal. And of course, you don't know until deadlifts, because you could, yeah. But none of our ladies have bombed, so it's fine.
It is a low bar, but then it's easy to exceed it.
It is. Aim for the stars, land on Earth.
Aim low, be easily pleased.
Great advice. But more work for Paige there coming off the ground, but she speeds it after her knees to lock out. And the refs say good lift. New Zealand's head coach Jason Clark on screen now, looking thrilled to be back in New Zealand. And a good second attempt there for Jess.
Next, same weight, 157.5 for Lisa. Following Lisa will be Dana and Tyra, 160, 175, and the bar is loaded for Lisa.
157.5 stays on the bar for Lisa.
Come on, make a move.
A good lift for Lisa. 160 now for Dana in the 63 kilo class, and you can see our 63 kilo
Bar is loaded.
forecast there.
Someone has turned up the gravity. She can come back and get that on her third though. So we'll hope that she finds a little bit more gas in the tank coming up for her third.
Yeah, hopefully it's not a pain or injury issue there. She sort of started to move it and then said nope and put it back down. So hopefully she's all right.
Sorry, my bad there, Tyra. We do, of course, want to watch you lift.
Three white lights there for Tyra. She's pretty much secured her place on the podium now as a junior. Or sorry, her first year in the Open, rather.
Anna Payson for first currently in the 69 kilo class. And the bar is loaded for Anna.
Anna will have 177.5 kilos. Like a pretty solid second.
Does she also pull hook grip? Looks kind of like hook grip, which is super badass because that hurts.
Yeah, a lot of powerlifting hurts actually. If it doesn't hurt, you're not doing it properly. Don't take advice from me, I'm quite injured.
Super smooth second there from Jillian. She's having a pretty stellar day.
That is a New Zealand total record.
Yeah.
We have just been informed that that is a New Zealand total record to add to her bench records that she got earlier. Very, very cool, and obviously she's just going to keep pushing that as well because we are only in second attempts.
Yeah, that total record was 446.5, held by Carly Dillon from the Asia Pacific African Championships in 2023. And we still have another attempt to go.
Come on.
The rewind lights. There's a good look for Zara. Up next, Kat, 180 kilograms. This will move Kat into second place.
Kat will be coming out now for 180 kilograms.
Bar loaded.
Scream the bar into submission.
I am not a hype lifter myself, but I really enjoy watching hype lifters. Definitely more fun. That was awesome. Kat is having a great day, lifting just a little bit heavier than her usual class as a 57. She's weighing about 59 kilos, and it's really served her well because that was 180 for her second, which she actually missed at her previous comp. So.
Oh, wow. That's cool that she's collecting PBs out here on the national stage. We'll see how far she can push that on her third.
Yeah, and she's already totaled 435, and her previous total was 417.5, so a pretty hefty total PB as well.
Yeah, well done, Kat. Next out we have Michelle with 185 kilos on the bar. Come on, Michelle.
Let's go! Come on!
Let's go.
Get up! Let's go!
Come on, Michelle. A little bit of work there, but it looks very similar to her first, and she gets 3 white lights.
And a 2.5 kilo PB.
Oh, we love that. I'm a little bit concerned. She was walking off quite gingerly, so I'm hoping that's not going to slow her down on her third.
Yeah, she was a bit sore after the bench as well. She was holding her back, so
We'll hope it holds together until after her third deadlift. We've got Ash now with 185 on the bar as well. A 10 kilo jump up from her first attempt, and it's looking very smooth.
Ash also having a very good day. Sitting on a 430 total at the moment, which is 7.5 kilo total PB already, with third round of attempts to go.
Following day, we will have Paige, Jess, Lisa. These are the final deadlifts for the 63 and 69 kilo woman.
Our high-tech cleaning system here in Invercargill, the old carpet whack.
Who needs a vacuum?
Not sure any of our spotters and loaders know what a vacuum is. No, I'm just making assumptions. Of course they do. Nothing a Dyson stick vac wouldn't fix.
If you'd like to sponsor Southern Powerlifting a Dyson freestanding vacuum, they'd gladly accept.
Here comes Dana with her unidentified socks. I think we agreed poos with hats on, but we may be mistaken. Dana's second attempt seemed a bit heavy, so I'm hoping she's found some more gas for her third. Unfortunately, not quite there.
Up next, Paige, also at 160 kilograms.
She does finish up on a 400 kilo total. Nothing to sneer at.
No, 400 is a nice number, a nice round number as well, easy to remember.
Bar is loaded.
Bar is loaded now for Paige, 160 kilos, a 10 kilo jump up from her second attempt. Oh, unfortunately, a little bit heavy there for Paige for her third. We have had a third attempt change, which of course is in the rights of the coaches and the athletes to do for third deadlifts. It does add a little bit of spice, but it makes the spotters and loaders work harder than they already are. Here they are, working hard. The bar can be changed right up until the bar is loaded call is given by the centre referee. I believe that our next lifter out will be Lisa with 162.5. Yes, Lisa with 162.5. Oh, and she fights it. What do the refs say? 3 whites. It is a good lift, and that would be the perfect attempt selection there for Lisa. Next up will be Jess with 165 kilos. And she locks it out, and it is a good lift.
9 for 9 day for Jess.
Up next, Tyra, 180 kilograms. Tyra pulling to hang on to third place.
Next up will be Tyra with 180 kilos. Tyra is projected third in the 63 kilo class.
Bar is loaded.
Come on! You got this. Come on!
And she locks it out for some lights
Lights, please, referees.
or thumbs. Oh, it's 2 to 1. It is a good lift. She got blue from the centre referee. Blue can be for a couple of things in deadlift. It can be for double movement or hitching the bar.
Yeah, I think in that case it may have been a ramping issue, so like using your thighs to support the bar. But don't see any movement from the jury. So we'll assume that remains a good lift. We now have Kat coming out for 182.5. She's chosen to drop her third attempt just to secure second place. She only needs to be 2.5 ahead of Tyra. There she is.
She is bringing the hype for her third lift. And I think that 2.5 was bang on. And the refs think
it's a good lift for Kat. And that locks her into the silver medal position for the 63 kilo class as a very light 63, just weighing in just under 60 kilos, under 59 kilos even. Same weight again for Jillian, and she is just extending her lead now in the 63 kilo class and extending her total record. So this would take her to 453.
she had a lot of patience off the ground and is rewarded for it. 3 white lights. Good lift for Jillian and a good day for Jillian.
Great day. 9 for 9.
Up next, Anna, 185.
Massive PB there for her. Her total at the APAC competition in July was 437.5. I can't do maths very well, but it's big. Those numbers are big difference.
That's about the kind of maths I do as well.
Bar is loaded.
Now have Anna with 185 kilos on the bar.
Let's go. Come on. Let's go.
Just further extending her lead. She's already in first place in the 69 kilo class.
Go. Come on. Let's go.
Beautiful third attempt and 3 white lights.
69 kilo national champion. Flight team, you have about 20 seconds to update your openers. Up next, we have 185 kilograms for Zara, followed by Michelle, then Ashley will roll directly.
Next
into
out
80.
will be Zara with 185.
No more changes. Zara, the bar is loaded.
So this actually pulls Zara into third place.
Whoa, it's just swinging a bit, but she's stuck with it. The grind was insane. Unfortunately, even if she had have locked that out, it would have been a no lift.
Super impressive lifting from Zara. First nationals, and she is also still a junior.
And Claire, our centre referee, has just passed her national refs exam, so any records from here on out, she can yay or nay them.
Ash at 192.5, and then it will be Chris at 212.
Let's go, Michelle. Come on.
187.5 for Michelle. She already has third place secured now in the 69 kilo class, as Zara missed that attempt of 185. But she's coming out anyway for a 2.5 jump.
Unfortunately, not quite there. The 185 was pretty top end for her.
Second place in
but she gave it a good crack, and that is all we can ask for in third attempts. Like you said, a cherry on top. Next up, we will have Ash with 192.5 kilos on the bar for one very big girl deadlift. Now you can see our technical systems are being fun and difficult. This is 192.5. This is Ash Sargison, and this is the biggest deadlift of this flight before we move into the men. And we are sending all of the strong vibes Ash's way. Let's go, Ash!
Beautiful deadlift from Ash. I think the perfect number, 3 white lights, ending with a 437.5 total and silver in the 69 kilo class.
What a perfect attempt selection there.
15 kilo total PB. Did the maths on that one.
Good job. You are a legend. Next up, we have Chris opening the men's deadlifts for the 83 kilo class, 212.5 kilos. Akima, of course, in the SBD hoodie, which I believe there's one up for grabs for a competition, guessing the totals of each weight class. I didn't do that because maths isn't my strong suit. But
hopefully you did.
Yeah, because I believe it's closed. It's got to be in to win, so they say. Shoot your shot and all that jazz. And that looked pretty snappy for Chris for his opener. 3 white lights.
3 white lights, ready to press. Up next, Ryan, 225. Owen Ryan, Sam and Shan, 240 and 252.5 respectively.
I'm going to have Ryan with 225 kilos on the bar, 4 big red plates. And I think the Rogue plates are slightly thicker than the Eleiko plates, so it looks more impressive for people who don't know about weights and numbers. It's like lifting with bumper plates at the gym. It always looks cooler because the bar looks fuller, but it's often not quite as heavy.
And that's sometimes the ego boost that we need.
Absolutely. My gym has massive 5 kilo plates, and that's about where I'm at the moment.
3 white lights, that is a good lift. Up next, Samuel, 240.
We'll be having Samuel now with 240 kilos on the bar.
Bars loaded.
And a good lift there. Next out we will have Shannon with 152.5. 252.5. I don't know what I said. Shannon will be followed by Kane and then Kavwa, and then we're back to the start of this round. This is quite a short flight, not many 83 kilo men here.
Bar is loaded.
Which is quite notable because in previous years, 83 has been quite a popular class. Last year we had 11 lifters in the 83 Open.
Where did the other ones go? Where did the 5 who are not here? Not that they're the same group of people. There are a couple of similarities, but quite a few not here.
A lot different. A lot can change in 1 year.
Next up, we have Kane with 270 kilos.
Kane currently pacing there for third in this class. Bar recorded.
The lifters, of course, have a minute to get out and start their lift after the bar is loaded. He might have been waiting for the beat to drop on his headphones before he came out, which I think is important.
Speedy work there. And now Carver coming out for 285 kilos for his opener, the heaviest of this flight. Carver is actually the only 83 competing this year who also competed last year. Everyone else is different.
Interesting. Where did these people come from and where did the other people go?
They come from? Where did they go?
It's been a long week. We're on day one.
This is the first day.
A little bit of effort to lock that out. However, he does stand up with it, and he is again going the wrong way. Yeah, it's fine. 3 highlights.
Up next, Chris, 225. Following Chris, we have Ryan at 235, Samuel at 255, Shannon at 260. Right now, it's Chris, 225.
I'm guessing that Carver is looking to pull over 300 today. His last comp as an 83, he pulled 305. That was actually nationals last year, so I think he's probably looking to at least match that.
Is that going to be the first over 300 we've seen so far at this championships? I think so. Yes, I believe so. That's pretty exciting. This is Chris. He pulled 225 kilos.
Very fast. So fast we almost missed it.
And it is 2-1. Our centre ref gave him a red for jumping the down command, so that lift may not stand. That is possibly why it went so quickly. The thing with the replay on the jury is it doesn't have sound, so the jury can't see or hear the ref's commands if they are watching the replay. If they are watching it IRL, they will be able to see that. We now have Ryan with 235 kilos on the bar.
Well done, mate.
And that was real good, mate. 3 white lights.
255. This will move him to 670. Just ahead of Kane. Kane with 2.
Next out we have Samuel with 255 kilos. A pretty chunky 15 kilo jump up from his opener. However, with the slightly larger lifters and the slightly larger weights, that's less of a percentage because that is how numbers work.
Sometimes it's a preference thing, like people prefer to open a bit lighter and take bigger jumps, not to tire themselves out as much, particularly with the deadlift where it is so taxing.
I reckon you should just take 50 kilo jumps, whack a 25 on each side and just call it a day. Again, don't take my advice.
That was a good pull for Sam because he's already ahead of his previous comp best. So he pulled 240 at the APAC competition, 255 on his second.
And APAC wasn't actually that long ago, so some of these lifters would have had a peak and very little downtime before coming into prep for nationals.
Yeah, he's pacing really well considering he competed not that long ago. Already looking at a 670 total versus 652.5 at that comp. And again, he's still a junior, so more to come.
He's a junior, that's why he's moving quickly. People slow down once they age out of juniors.
That hits close to home.
290, we have Kane looking to take back second place, moving to a 687.5 kilogram total.
There's a nice 20 kilo jump there for Kane, 290 kilos on the bar.
Again, like opting for that strategy of kind of opening a bit lighter, taking bigger jumps, and it seems that Kane does particularly have a strong deadlift, so he's kind of lining himself up for a big final pull, particularly because he wants to pull ahead of Sam and make sure that he nabs that silver medal position.
That's such a pretty setup on the live stream at the moment. That bar fully loaded, brand new rogue plates.
Beautiful logo too. Shout out to Southern Powerlifting.
Yeah, that logo is awesome. Actually, the whole setup in here is really cool. So if you do get a chance to pop down and watch some of Nationals and check out some of Southern Powerlifting's hard work. Of course, 2021 Nats, we don't talk about 2021 Nats, but they lost the chance to show us what they truly had in store.
3 white lights there for Kane. A good lift. I'm curious to see what he puts in for his third. He's got a comfortable lead in front of Sam now, so it may just be a matter of protecting that lead. Or, you know, he hasn't competed at Nationals for a number of years. Maybe he wants to leave it all out there on the platform. Carver now coming out for 300. As I suspected, I thought he'd want to get at least to 300 today. Let's see how it moves.
And we're already at that milestone. We'll see how far we can push past it. That was effort.
This man has a very strong back.
And the refs, 2-1.
Yeah, I did wonder that. That red on the side for lockout. So I'm going to suspect it was maybe the shoulders. Shoulders not fully locked out. But it is currently 2 white lights. So currently a good lift, but the jury are reviewing it. Meanwhile, we're moving into our third attempts. 242.5 for Ryan's final attempt of the competition.
High-tech cleaning system in action. Of course, with third attempts, the bar does need to be cleaned between each lifter just to give them the best opportunity to hit that PB total and deadlift.
Bar is loaded.
Oh, mate.
He says that's all for today.
250 on the bar, looking to pull ahead of Ryan, pulling into fifth place. Following first, we will have Sam and then Shannon and then Pam.
I feel like we might see some back slaps. Avert your eyes, audience.
I was wondering if we were going to see an attempt change here. But doesn't look like it. So this is a bit of a YOLO pull.
Oh, we're swapping slappers.
He doesn't need 250 to pull into fifth place, as Ryan failed his third. But he's going for 250 anyway, so I mean, props to him. He's having fun. He gave it a crack.
He gave it a crack, and it kind of gave him a crack back. There was a lot of movement in that bar. That was quite something to watch.
Immediately following the deadlift, we're going to do a
I believe he would have only needed a 12.5 kilo jump.
It'll only take 5 or 10 minutes.
So 237, but hey, 260 now for Sam.
He does manage to lock it out, but I am a little bit concerned that, yeah, I did wonder about that double movement.
Coach has gone to the jury table, but they are swiftly waving him away. So that is a no lift for Sam, unfortunately. Still finishes with a 670 total and bronze medal.
And a moral victory. Will we?
What it counts.
I mean, it would count in the gym, and if he wasn't pulling sumo, it would count in strongman. There's 3 lifts left. Are we going to see any third attempts in this flight? This is reverse commentator cursing. I'm like commentator blessing these 3 lifters.
Come on, guys.
I got told that the commentator's curse didn't exist, and then I immediately cursed someone. So now I'm only reversing it.
I wish you nothing but the best. Hey.
And 2 to 1.
Wow.
This is a good lift.
2-1, that is a good lift.
So there's blue from the side referee for ramping. I don't know whether I would have considered that ramping or just his thighs were present. Because you don't want the bar away from your legs, but you also don't want it dragging, like getting a ride up your legs.
Yeah, it's a tough balance to strike, particularly if you have thick, juicy quads.
Thick, juicy quads. And as powerlifters, most people do have thick, juicy quads. And that is why baby powder is of the utmost importance.
I like this tidy attempt selection.
Yes, that's very aesthetically pleasing. He had a couple of 2.5s earlier, like with squat and bench, which not super fussed on, but that's in the past now, and we are talking about deadlifts.
300, nice round number. Already in second place. This is just cherry on top. Woo!
There is no cherry there for Kane, not for his third. However, he... Sorry, I was listening to something. Something has been overturned. Shannon's third attempt has been overturned, so now we have no third attempts on the board in this class. We have Kavwa coming out for 310 kilos, and it would be nice to see a third attempt on the board. I thought I had blessed people. I could just be talking for the sake of talking. 310 kilos, a 10 kilo jump up from his second attempt, a 5 kilo jump up from his PB, I believe, so we will see how Kavwa goes. He missed pulling on the base drop, and I'm sure that won't affect him too much. And no lift. Unfortunately, none of our gentlemen got their third attempts. They flew a little bit too close to the sun. But I suppose that is what third attempts are for. They're for pushing the boat out a little bit. And the boat
has been pushed.
Yeah, the boat is no longer in sight.
They pushed that boat. Anyway, we've had a lot of fun. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, we will see you some other time for yaps. We are clearing the platform, and then we will have a medal ceremony. I'm not sure if you guys see that. You might, but we won't be here for that. It's self-explanatory. Anyway, that's our results. The reds mean they didn't get those lifts, and the greens mean they did.
So I believe tomorrow we will have the 93s. We'll have the other weight classes, so do join us for
This is
the rest of the lifting. And thank you for joining us tonight.
Yeah. See you later, guys. If you can see on the platform behind the screen, we're trying to organise our volunteers for a photo. They stood in a line. There is a lot of them. Try organising powerlifters. That's a lot of fun. As always, thank you to our spotters, loaders, referees, jury. Of course, all of this is volunteer work. None of us are getting paid except in the joy that it brings. Goodbye.
first place, we have Kevwa. He totaled 750 kilos. It's a good number. 260 kilo squat, 190 kilo bench press, and 300 kilo deadlift. Congratulations. Your under 83 National Open Podium. Congratulations to all the lifters, well done to the coaches and the volunteers. If you went on the podium, we have your certificate up here, please come and collect it. This is the session over, we're going to have the AGM later on, I believe 6 o'clock. Come back tomorrow for more heavyweight.